Duncan?
How you doing, man?
So, let's talk about your Sequoia. What year is this?
The 04 Toyota Sequoia.
Yeah.
It's got about 200,000 miles on it. I bought it a couple months ago, and the previous owner did a lot of work. It's got a 3-inch lift on it. I put on the General ATXs though, great tires. You like those? And I guess we can just kind of walk around.
Yeah. So let's start here in the front. I see you got some fog lights here. Let's talk about this.
Yeah. So I did Diode Dynamics SS3s. Those are the DOT lens.
Oh.
So they have a nice flat pattern.
Okay.
And I also have the ditch lights.
Ditch lights.
With the Ragu fabrication brackets.
Sure.
And those have a wide pattern on them.
Yeah.
So you know they at night it lights up pretty well at front.
You liking them?
Oh yeah, I love them. They're a great company. I actually bought some S1s. There's the little tiny ones, and I'm gonna do chase lights in the back.
Gotcha.
I just haven't got there yet.
All right. Well, let's move here. So suspension. What do we got?
Suspension. So it's a 3-inch lift. The weird thing about Sequoias is you can't really buy a kit anywhere.
Okay.
There's one website that kind of has a jumble of things, but
Is that because there's just not much aftermarket?
just not much aftermarket support for them. It's slowly growing. They are getting a lot popular, but for now, it's just kind of, you know, not the best.
Sure.
Compared to all the other Toyotas out there. But like I said, the previous owner did all the suspension work, but he did. It's a 3-inch lift, Old Man Emu shocks all the way around.
Mm-hmm.
There's Old Man Emu struts in the back and Bilstein struts in the front.
You even got different upper control arms there. Too.
Yeah, and he did different upper control arms in the front and upgraded lower control arms because those are known to just break and your tire fall off the road.
Yeah, and that's like a thing with the Forerunners too, the third gens.
Yeah, and it has a diff drop as well.
Gotcha. Nice.
So
these rims, what do we got here?
Whatever they say they are.
Did you buy them like that or what?
Yeah, he that's previous owner.
Oh, previous owner thing.
Well, yeah, I think that like he got them from Discount Tire. I think they're called Line 8.
Oh, okay.
But they're good though.
Cool.
You know?
Cool. So we talked about tires. Let's talk about what we got here on the roof. So the roof rack. Tell me about the roof rack.
Roof rack is from a company out of Colorado. They're called Sherpa Equipment Company.
Okay.
It's a great product, all aluminum, but it's still super strong. Great price too, and really the only roof rack that they sell for the Sequoia. Is, like I said, going back, there's not a whole lot of support for it.
Yeah.
I have the Rome XL tint.
Mm-hmm.
Best way to sleep, the only way to camp. I have the good old Maxi Track $100 awning.
Yeah.
Actually put this on yesterday,
Nice.
and it's good.
That's good.
I like it a lot.
Nice. We got an antenna over here. What are you running?
Ham radio.
Ham radio.
It's my ham radio antenna.
Ham nerd or what?
Ham nerd, yep. Got to talk to all the people.
Nice.
Yep.
Very nice. And then you got some, what are these, reverse lights or something?
Yeah,
or what?
reverse lights. Previous owner did those. They're
Okay.
super bright though.
Yeah.
They really light up. I'm planning on doing in the future a swing out back here.
Okay.
If you take this cover off, there's just a big metal bumper back
Mm-hmm.
there. So the popular thing to do is you make a bracket right here that you cut a hole in here and it'll come up, and then from there you can do a swing out.
Nice.
That's the plan for now. Eventually, when I get there.
Nice. And when we're driving this whole day today, because we're out here at Hidden Falls, we've been off-roading, and you had a really nice exhaust note.
There we go.
So tell me about that.
It's
What's going on?
MagnaFlow.
MagnaFlow with that
exhaust,
V8.
Yeah, with the 4.7 liter
4.7.
V8. It sounds really good.
Yeah.
I can roll this window down,
You'll hear it.
and yeah, I can hear it going down the road. It sounds really good.
Yeah, it sounded really nice when I was behind you there. Nice. Guess let's talk. Oh, well, you got a Wii Boost?
Yeah, I got a Wii Boost. It's working great out here. I'm able to run all the maps.
Yeah, and I can tell you, I used it too, and it was. I got inside of your truck here, and I got some signal there.
Yeah, it's definitely a quality product.
So you have to have bars for that thing to work, correct?
You don't have to have bars, but it doesn't make a signal. It just amplifies whatever's around.
Sure.
So if you have if you don't have bars, but there's a very faint signal somewhere, it can pull it down.
Sure.
And it's, you got to keep it really high, so that's why I have it high up there. I eventually want to change this mount to a ram mount. Makes a mount for it that you can lay it down. So like, so I don't have to have it, you know, 9 feet in the air at all times.
Sure. So Duncan, what do we got here in the interior? What are you doing?
We have I'm not a big fan of wires.
Okay.
So I try to hide everything underneath. You know, I made this little bracket down here out of aluminum.
Okay.
And I can mount my ham radio to it. I can mount I have a nice phone mount.
Sure.
I can plug up. You know, I've got the Apple CarPlay.
Which one is this one?
It's Kenwood. The number's right there. DMX 77056.
Like how they
I don't know.
make a long name out of it.
Previous owner
Put
put
it
that
on.
in as well. Luckily, he did a lot of work on this truck.
That's good.
It's SR5. You know, there's SR5 and there's Limited. Limited is the nicer one, but usually SR5 has cloth seats, but this one has leather, but they're not heated. It does have the sunroof.
Tell me about this right here. It
Yeah,
looks
this,
so
this
clean.
is really cool. It's this is just a, you know, a $120 panel from
Oxman?
Amazon.
Yeah.
It's you know, one of the, it's like Oxbeam, but it's
Another brand.
a cheaper brand.
Sure.
But there's a guy I found on Instagram that 3D prints this out, this
Nice.
surrounding. Yeah, so
looks clean.
it was super clean. Like I worried about, like I said, I hate wires, so I really worried about where I was gonna put one of those because I knew I wanted one. And then I saw this and I was like, man, that's the perfect solution.
Yeah. No, it looks nice, man. It looks nice. No, it's clean in here. We got patches, and then what do we got here in the back?
In the back, just junk. You know, we're out here camping, and it's nice. One thing I love about this Sequoia is it's huge. Like I can fit. I used to have an FJ Cruiser, and I could fit, you know, maybe a quarter of the stuff that I can in this one. Like,
Sure.
There's so much room back there,
Yeah.
and it's a nice truck. I like it. I love it a lot. It's got you know, the reliability. The 4.7 liter is. It's uncanny out here willing. Like, you know, this thing is it's very impressive on what it can do. You know, have a good set of tires and put it in 4-wheel drive, and you know, it's out here beating Jeeps.
Yeah. No, it's. I saw it on the trail while I was behind you, and no, yeah, this thing's. I love that exhaust note. That's my favorite part about these V8s. Beautiful exhaust note. But any other modifications you've done into the interior? LED lights.
Yeah, LED lights. But other than that, no, not really.
I see that you got like an LED thing in the back there.
Yeah, it's like a LED little. Like I said, the previous owner did a lot of stuff. He did that. There is a company that actually makes replacements for all these. So like, there's LED right there, but that one's still just a regular bulb.
Nice.
But I like it. You know, like I'm 6'4", and I fit in this thing just fine.
Yeah.
As you can see, Ezra's behind me, and he fits great as well. You know, I have kids, and you know, this is definitely the soccer mom vehicle, but you can take it a lot of places as well.
It's a sleeper, man. Yeah, it's a 4x4 sleeper. I see that they're gaining a lot of value right now.
They are, definitely. So people are finally starting to see them. You know, this and like the GX.
Yeah, the GX or even the 4th gen 4Runner. People just hated them for a long time. They have V8s in them. And now they're starting to kind of pick up in value. Yeah. And I think the Sequoia is definitely, if you haven't bought one, if you want to buy one, I think it's better get it now before they keep going up in value.
They keep going up and up. I got a really good price on this one.
Yeah.
And you know, it goes back to the whole Toyota. You know, you're gonna pay the Toyota tax on anything, but you can buy, you know, 100 series with, you know, 300,000 miles for 10 grand, or you can buy one of these with, you know, maybe 200,000 miles for the same price. Yeah. And it's gonna have more room. You're gonna be able to go the same places.
And you got that. I think the 100 series,
it's the same motor.
Yeah, it's a 4.7.
Yeah, 4.7. Yeah.
It's a bulletproof motor, by the way.
Same motor. I think it's the same transmission as well. Yeah. It's different. You know, chassis and everything like that.
Of course. Yeah, it's a Land Cruiser.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, those 100 series, they're gonna be a lot more to pay for. You know, I think for a $10,000, you'll find yourself, you know, a decent, you know, 100 series. You know, maybe a little rusty or something. But nowadays, it's just getting they're very popular too.
And the thing that you could worry about with 100 series, and especially 4Runners and stuff, is, you know, they might have been wheeled very hard. Yeah. Where these, you know that a mom has been taking her mom to
Yeah.
taking her kids to soccer in it.
Exactly.
It's not going to do anything else. So, you know, they're not going to be very abused. Maybe the interior a little bit, because
Sure.
you know, kids spilling stuff, but the actual vehicle itself is most likely going to be in really good shape.
Sure. Very nice. So, any modifications under the hood?
No, other than the panel for this. I can show you. It was pretty easy. It's all stock under the hood, and then this is the wiring panel for it.
Did it come with that bracket or no?
Yeah, it came with the bracket. I had to cut it short, like the legs were longer. So I cut it short, and then I pulled this tray off. Took about 2 or 3 minutes, and then I just used a nut and a bolt, and you know, stuck it to the back there.
Well, it looks clean under the hood.
I would say really, like, there's not a whole lot of cons to these. One of them is they have a timing belt that you got to get changed, you know, every 80, 100,000 miles.
Sure.
And really the worst part is the starter is underneath the
That's what I've
intake
heard.
manifold.
Yeah.
So if your starter goes bad, you know, you're not going to be able to just like hit it with a hammer and get it home. You're going to have to get it towed and you know, either do it yourself or get a mechanic to do it, but it's not an easy job.
Sure. Yeah, I've heard about that. Huh. But it's still a great motor.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's still a great motor. Like those are the very few small cons with all the pros that, you know, this thing has a little over 200,000 miles on it, and I wouldn't hesitate taking it anywhere.
Sure. Nice. Well, thank you, Duncan. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Can we? Do you have like a public Instagram or something?
Yeah, I have an Instagram. It's called Big Tree Lander.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's a Sequoia, and Sequoias are big trees. So it's kind of a play on words.
Makes sense. There you go. All right. Well, if you guys want to follow Duncan on there, check him out on Instagram. And I think that's it for this review. Anything else, Duncan?
That's it.
That's it. All right, guys. Well, we're gonna go back to wheeling, so we'll see you on the next one.